Okay. So I just thought I'd make you a quick video just to show you where it's at. There's not that much more that's changed, but a little bit has changed. Specifically the little icons over the heads, and they're really cool because part of what I wanted to do was I want to try and keep it as minimalistic as possible. Like I don't want a bunch of numbers and menus. Like right now, these menus here, it's pushing it. Like it's pushing the amount of stuff I'd like to have on screen because I'd like for the player to really feel connected to the world and have the least amount of these menus. So this menu is cool, but it's always like subject to change. But what I did here is I added these little icons over the heads of the units on the board, and it's really cool because the icons themselves provide like feedback for like stuff about the character. The enemy units don't have anything. It's just an icon that represents like a bad guy. But the friendly units here are really neat because there's actually three parts to it. There's a circle on top, there's an echelon thing in the middle here, and then there's like the pointy arrow bit. When I go through and I cycle through, it's subtle, you can't tell. I can make it a little bigger, but they actually go bigger. So like this one here is a certain size, and when I go on it, it gets a little bigger, kind of to indicate that this is the one that's selected. Maybe I'll add a glowing aura behind it or something just to make it more obvious, but you know, that sort of thing. And the circle and the echelon represent whether or not this character has moved or performed an action yet. So it tells me this character has both an action point and a movement point. The action point is the dot, and the movement point is the echelon. That's kind of like an arrow. I felt like that was kind of like representative of movement. So let me show you real quick. If I do a move, I'll just move closer to this guy here. So now I got my movement that's queued up, and I could just execute on that. And you'll see that the echelon has disappeared. If I go on to another character here and I do, let's say I do an attack. See here, this is what I was talking about. I'm doing item and the abilities under that item. That's where I'm at right now, trying to figure that one out. So here, if I attack and I choose which one I want to attack, the circle now disappears. So the idea is I could easily be on the board looking around and I could see who's done what. So if I move him over here, I don't know if that's close enough to attack or not. Let's try it and see. No. Oh, it is. Well, it shouldn't be. There's a bug there. But if I attack, now you see this character has nothing left. So what it does when there's nothing left, you'll see the difference here. So these units here have full points. This unit here has nothing left. So what I do is I swap out the entire thing and I put like a thinner arrow. So it makes it even more clear that this guy's out of points. So he's done his turn. This guy here has an action point left. This guy here has both the action and the movement. This guy here has movement. So it's really easy to see very quickly. Now, if I go over him here and I end my turn, what's going to happen is it's going to cycle over to the enemy and it's going to come right back to the player's turn, and all the points are going to be given back. So put your eye on this right here and you'll see that the points go back when I change turns. So the points are given back to all the units, and now they all can move again and act again, perform an action again. So that's sort of something that's kind of like was already on like the back end in terms of like the data of the unit, but there was nothing representing that to the player. There was no way for the player to know like, hey, can I move? Can I not move? Technically, I think it would probably be also a good idea to show it somewhere here on the UI. But right now, the only place, before it wasn't even anywhere, but the only place now is on the units themselves. Like there's this here in their icons, which, you know, it could change in the future, but for now it's just nice to be able to see, because when I was doing my tests, I wasn't able to actually see like you know, and I would realize, oh, there's no more points, and I'd have to, you know, it's just nice to be able to see. So yeah, so that's oh, he can go over there. So that's that. It was a little addition that I did, and there's more things that I could do, and I have other ideas as well. But that's just something that I did. And I also changed the lighting of the world. It's more dark now, a little bit more gray. just for fun, or just to change it up a bit. So yeah, so that's the update. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.